It's very cold, but we're about to take a trip to Derby to pick up a PlayStation 2 Holy Grail. And I've had my eye on this piece for quite some time, but this one was cheap. It came with a remote, memory card, controller, and a stack of games that I'll probably trade in at CEX. And I messaged Matt on Facebook Marketplace, and one of his replies was this. Kind of cool, but he said I can film as well, so we're going to take that trip right now where we can film at the exchange. Let's do this. All right, we just got here. I'm going to go find him. All right, guys, here it is. Immaculate condition. Well, it's a really good condition, actually, isn't it? Really nice condition. And with the games as well, I was surprised that you actually bundled the games in with it.
Try and bundle things with everything.
Do you?
Yeah, it makes it easy to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, so you just fed up and you just want to sell it and that's that. And
I bought it more as an investment.
Did you?
Yeah, because I know they're rare, so I knew that eventually they'd be worth a bit of money. So
yeah, it's a good price.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's missing is the back on that, isn't it? Which is fine anyway.
I've been trying to find one for months.
Have you? So good, mate. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Cheers. A very quick exchange. It is the Sony Bravia TV with the built-in PlayStation 2. We're going to get home, we're going to test it. I'm eager to see how the PS1 games play as well. I'm sure it'll be backwards compatible because the PS2 is, but we got it right there. I'll show you what games I got. Nothing really major, but it was nice to kind of have it as a bundle, because to get these, you're looking at like 500 quid on eBay for these, or kind of 350 plus, sometimes 450 plus, straight in the lav mic. So yeah, it's nice to kind of get one for a decent price. So let's get back and let's get it tested.
The official PlayStation TV remote is simple but effective, taking two AAA batteries. You can switch dead easy from the PS2 straight over to the TV. The slim, it looks like, is in the base with two USB ports, controller ports and memory card slots. On the back we've got room for SCART, we've got components, we've got two HDMI optical outs, and on the side we've also got additional HDMI, USB, as well as AV and a 3.5mm headphone jack.
We are back and here she is. We're going to set this up. I've given it a little bit of a clean. I don't know how well this performs. In terms of condition, this is actually in very good condition. There's gloss finish on this, so the scuffs do show up really easy. But nonetheless, this is one of the better condition ones that I've seen. What I might do with this is ask somebody to strip it down and clean the inside and then put it back together, so we can be sure that everything inside is absolutely crisp and minty fresh. So that's probably going to be my plan with this, because I think this is an incredible machine. You can obviously hook other consoles up to it as well. It is a Sony TV. Sony TVs, Bravias, are absolutely fantastic, and everything is now built in. This is a built-in PlayStation 2, and of course we're going to be testing PlayStation 1 games on this as well. I've got a stack of games, nothing to be kind of shout about. I'll keep what I don't have and I'll just take the rest for pennies into CEX. It's not even worth selling them on my Facebook page. So I'm nervous, but let's set her up. Random game, but we're going to go with some Groove Rider Slot Car Challenge. Now to open this up, you simply press the open button here and it clicks. And you can open the tray. It does need a good fettle inside. Disc looks pretty clean. And let's do this. We turn her on right here. And she's... Oh my God! Look at it! Ladies and gentlemen, a PlayStation 2 built into a Sony Bravia television. Let's hope this frickin' works. We're going to go and test some PS1 games as well. Looks pretty darn nice. Wow. Okay, so admittedly, I do need some batteries in the remote. These are two AAA. This in itself goes for about £10 to £30 depending on where you get it from. So it's, again, really nice condition. Let's have a little bash. cancel or retry. Okay, so far the controller doesn't work, which is a bit random. That's very odd, like nothing is working, which is very weird. Okay, let's try unplugging it and then back in. Let's go again. Let's give it a little blow. Let's see what we've got now. Oh, it works now. Pretty random. Oh my God, guys, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. And fun fact, I've never actually played this.
So the Sony Bravia PS2 model KDL-22PX300 is an absolute powerhouse. It's hard to describe the visuals. It seems incredibly crisper than I've ever seen, and the sound is unbelievable. I've read online that this TV really was optimized for the PlayStation 2. I didn't even need to change any settings. I got it home, I plugged it in, and what I saw and what I heard were as is. It was native. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, these were released back in December of 2010 in the UK only. So of course, if you're watching from anywhere else other than the UK, this might be a brand new thing that you're actually seeing, and I think that's really cool, and it makes it even more of a collector's piece, especially if you're into collecting things from different countries. For me personally, I've known about this, it's been on my radar for about 4 years, and I've never really found the right price. And speaking of price, I paid £300 for this, which is a really nice price. If you look on eBay, they go for a hell of a lot more. Now, if you load up the PlayStation 2, this particular model, again, it's exactly as is. You can check your system configuration, you can delete stuff from your memory card. I made sure to format everything before I started to play. And of course, the menus again are exactly the same. We've got the console version there, the browser, lots of different things for the kind of more geeky side. For me personally, I don't give a shizzle about that. I'm here for the games. Now, again, the games were a little bit lackluster that I got with it, but I would probably just give them to the charity shop for those that I actually don't own. And again, I actually forgot that the PlayStation 2 was a DVD player, so not only can we enjoy gorgeous PlayStation 2 games with crisp visuals and incredible surround stereo sound, but we can also enjoy and watch TV, should we so choose to do that, DVDs as well as gorgeous games. Now, this was a bit of a random one. This was a train game that just was a little bit extreme. You've got to hit the L1, R1 buttons in time to be able to turn the train carts. I got in trouble here for going a bit too fast and was told to slow down, so I've never actually played this, but during my testing, I actually thought this was a fun game. But forget about PS2 for a minute. What about PS1? I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.
So now it's time to test a PS1 game.
Excitement alert, I actually had an epiphany whilst driving. I remembered that the PlayStation 2 was of course backwards compatible. So in pops a copy of Road Rash and away we go. And just with the same as the PlayStation 2 games, something about this that looks unbelievable, sounds unbelievable. If you can get your hands on one of these, I would highly suggest it. It also increases portability for me to be able to take this down into my living room when friends come over, and we can enjoy thousands of games at our disposal. I'm really happy with this one, and it's well up there in my top 3 purchases of the year. Oh, and I also found some batteries. We can switch between the PlayStation 2 and the TV really easy. This remote, this TV, this experience is brilliant.
What an incredible piece of hardware this is. And I didn't just get it at a good price, but it's in really good condition as well. And it wasn't until I was driving home that I forgot, or rather realised, that this is actually a PS1 built in. You saw me demonstrate good old Road Rash there, so I'm extremely happy. Now, what else does this mean for me? Well, we do tend to have a few people over on Christmas Eve, so this will be coming down into the living room. Of course, it's very portable. It's way easier than taking the CRT downstairs, and we will be plugging in at different consoles, such as the Atari 2600 Plus, that will plug right into the back via HDMI. Of course, there are 4 HDMI ports on this. So this is incredibly versatile. Now, I want to know what you think. Maybe you didn't know they existed. Maybe you have one yourself. In fact, I know one of my viewers definitely does, because on the stream on Twitch last night, he said that he was getting his delivered today. And then I go and find one on Facebook Marketplace the day after. So it's kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. So here we go. This is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're going to get one yourself, my tip to you would be to make sure the remote comes bundled in, because they can be a little bit costly and they're incredibly useful to have. Thank you. Please leave a like rating and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.